it, come around with the rhythm, it's the sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you.
Would you care for me? Would you care for me?
Hold tight, I'll be here with you all night. My mind, I'm getting lost in your eyes.
Leo, you alright, my little pussies? How you doing? So, this is not a tarot reading. I've got you a load of messages. I've wrote a few down, and I seem to have them in my head. The name Ed, Edwina, Eddie, or head, or giving head, or some kind of sexual stuff that could be going on. I'm also hearing I'm going to give you the nod, and I'm going to give you the heads up. So, someone might be like, listen, it's your night tonight, babe. It's lucky because I'm going to be giving you head tonight. Unless it's Ed, or Edwina, or Eddie. Now, just before we start, this part is not the tarot reading. Your tarot reading will be either later or tomorrow. This is not a tarot reading, and this is where I channel, and then I do you a drawing through remote viewing, and then we come out with a picture at the end that I'll show you to see if we can pick up on any like people, deceased loved ones, any messages through that. Okay, I'm using 2 pens this time. So for you, Leo, I keep getting this message of I miss you like crazy, but then it turned into I misused you like crazy, or I abused you like crazy. Now, there might be some sort of like drug abuse of someone trying to cover up some kind of like marks on their skin, because it was also covering up like concealer and makeup and breakup, and I'm trying to cover up the fact that I'm trying to break up with you or make up with you. I really don't know. But because that might be like an argument. But then I keep getting this energy of where it might just be Libra, like a break up, make up, break up. We seem to break up and then we make up and then we make up and then we break up. But then I'm also picking up another message for a lot of you, or for some of you, where it's concealer. Like I'm trying to confide in. Okay, so there's a few now. It's kind of like under the radar. Now this came out for another reading where it's to do with a raid, and a drugs raid, and under the radar of trying to do something undercover. Like I'm trying to get under the covers, or I'm trying to get someone into bed, or the name Ed. Now this came up in another reading. I can't remember which one, but there were multiple messages that could have related to the same. Okay, so let's go back and start with I'm having to cover up a mark on my skin, and I'm having to use concealer in order to do that. Now, I don't know, because they're also saying that it might be like where you've got kids and they're dating someone and they've got a hickey on their neck, or they've got a mark or a bruise somewhere, and someone's trying to cover up the fact that they've got a bruise somewhere or something that hurts, like it hurts a lot. Now, it might not be something bad, but something really hurts on my body, and I'm having to cover up the fact that I'm in pain. Okay, I'm just changing coloured pencils here because my pen ran out on the last reading of Capricorn. But like this, like I'm having to cover it up because it really hurts. Now, it might be feelings, like I have feelings or someone has feelings for you, and I'm having to cover up the fact that I can't let you know, and it hurts because I can't talk to you about it, and I can't tell you about the things that are kind of going on, and that I've got these feelings for a person, and unless I get to explain it, it just hurts watching or looking, okay? So it's kind of like that forbidden fruit energy. It might be having something to do with around Gemini, or Capricorn. That is also a 6. Don't forget we read in numerology, so when I do Leo, it's also an Aquarian because it's also 8, and that's what we read from, the major arcana number. Okay, Aquarius, Leos, they're 8. Gemini, Capricorn, they're both 6s. So if I say Gemini, it can be a Capricorn, Gemini. So I'm picking up like this energy of like it hurts that much because of something that might be like lustful. Okay, and I'm having to cover up the fact that that I have feelings or emotions for someone, and I have to cover that up. Okay, and that I can't reveal my feelings to someone is why I'm picking up. It could be like a life path 2 or a Libra. Like I can't reveal the fact that I have certain intentions or certain feelings or emotions that are kind of running through me, and I can't seem to tell you that, right? So there might be a new person around for a lot of you, okay? But that's definitely a message that is there, okay? Now, I don't know what this is where I've wrote down concealer, and I'm trying to conceal some kind of painful something that is on my face, or so say like you've just had a flare up of acne and I'm trying to use loads of makeup in order to cover it up, or like I have to put on loads of concealer and loads of makeup because I have to cover up I've got fucking no idea why women put loads of makeup on, but whatever it is, or a man, I don't know, but I'm having to put on like loads of concealer and loads of makeup in order to cover something up that may be on my body that I don't want someone to see. Now that's what makes me a little bit suspicious of like, why is it that a person's putting on all of this makeup? If that's because that's your children doing so, then it might be because there might be some sort of like violent relationship, because I don't know if these are bruises. Now, I'm picking up Bruce or someone from Australia, but, like, I'm having to cover up, like, loads of... Because it could be, like, bad acne. Like, I've got really bad acne and I have to cover it up with, like, loads of makeup. Okay. I don't know what else concealer is going to be. So, like, makeup, concealer, and then I'm also hearing, like, makeup breakup. I don't want to break up, but I don't want to break your heart. And then... Because you could have third-party energy that's here. Okay. Okay, so there's the energy of a party... So it could be a 3, it could be a Piscean or a life path 3 involved. But like, I'm picking up where this could actually be a birthday party, which is like Sagittarian, right? And I'm having to like agree to disagree, because it might also be like Christmas time and I can't be pulled in 3 different directions. I've got like a mum, a stepdad, blah, 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 father, like, and I'm kind of like pulled in loads of different directions, and I can't break your heart, and I can't say no to you, and I can't say no to you either. Now, that could be a third party. That could be where someone's dating 2 people, and I don't want to tell you no, and I don't want to tell you no either, so I kind of don't know what, like, a Libra energy of like, well, now I don't know what to do. Like, I've got kind of like something going on with someone, and I've got this feeling and this emotion, but I don't quite know what to do with it, and I don't know what to say. And then because I don't, I'm kind of like, oh, well, now I really don't know what to, like, it's kind of like a message like that I can't really give to you. It might be like I said, it might be approaching someone that is in a relationship, and I have feelings for someone that's in a relationship, or they could be you. And they're kind of like, well, I don't know how to tell you. Right? So I'm having to cover it up. Now, there's a message here that of like, I'm going to have to go undercover, right? I'm going to have to go undercover. And because it's weird, you see, because in Gemini, well, Capricorn reading, when I did Capricorn, it mainly came out, or someone from Manie, okay, or Mania, or Manic, like ADD, or something like that. Okay, just another manic Monday, or someone that's very manic. But in the Pisces reading, there was a hell of a lot about undercover police and a raid and stuff like this. So if you guys have got any kind of criminal type sort of under the radar doing things very devious, I'm picking up like a 7 of Swords, life path 7 Cancerian maybe, and it's to do with like drug dealing and undercover and a car being stolen and stuff like that. Say you could even have Aquarian in your chart, and you're watching this as an Aquarian 8, but you're watching Leo, and that kind of story relates to you, and you've got like a prominent life path 3 or Pisces around you. Watch that reading, the channeled stuff, okay, not the tarot reading, the channeled stuff, because that came up majorly through that, and it was involving Capricorn because it also had like Gemini feeling to the message. It's very important to understand that when I'm channeling or doing cards, that I read in code, that I read in the numbers, okay, because they show me and tell me a hell of a lot more when I'm channeling, okay. So you've kind of got this under the radar, needing to do things a little bit devious and a little bit sneaky, because I don't want someone to find out what's going on. Now, that may be because someone could be talking to someone, or they're needing to hide something because they don't want a person to see. It could even be a gift. It could even be a gift. It could be a Christmas present for all I know. But like, I'm having to hide something and not tell you. Now, if any of you are kind of like, I know because they always cheat or they always lie, manipulate, or there could be a third party situation, it could be something like that. Like I said, because I'm picking up like I need to do this deviously under the radar. And it's kind of like, I don't know whether to talk to you or not, because you may be in a relationship and so on and so forth. And is your partner around, and are they not around? Or is, you know, like this energy. So I don't know what you're going through, Leo, but that is a message for you there, okay, to be aware of. Or your partner, like I said, if it's you doing it, then your partner, because it gets mixed up with Aquarian Leo vibe. Okay, so you do also have this message where I got a feeling someone's like a punk rocker here. They've got like multiple coloured hair, like red, green and yellow, or something like that, or red or blue. Red or green, or red or blue, orange and purple and green, but like multicoloured hair. Like I'm having my hair dyed, and I'm into like arts, crafts, and I've got like hair that is like, I'm colouring my hair and I'm going to dye it like velvet blue or red or something like that, like ginger or red hair, okay. and I might be dyeing it. I'm going to go for like a redhead, something like that. Okay, I don't know if that means anything to you. So I'm hearing Red Riding Hood, Little Red Riding Hood. So hood, in the hood. So some of you might be into crime and shit like that. That's all up in the hood. Boys in the hood, Boise, Louisiana, Boise, Idaho, or Boys in the Hood, boys. I don't know what that was. I think it's probably like just Boise. So the name Boyd or Boise, or it's a name of a place. Could be a fish, Pisces if I say place. Boise. Okay, so what else have we got for Leo? Because there's not much coming through apart from this under the radar. That really just seems to be the main message. Definitely through the last readings I've done, or Putchy, because it's kind of like in the background. Like I'm doing something in the background and I'm having to keep it from another person. Like Putchy. I don't want my son to know that I keep watching tarot, and I have to hide it, the fact that I'm watching tarot. Or something like that. Like I don't want someone to know that I'm watching someone, or I've got a keen eye on a person and I don't want them to think that I've got a wandering eye at another person. Something like that, right? Now that doesn't always mean fidelity, but it could just mean the fact that someone's kind of like, you know, looking elsewhere. Was I hearing Elsie or Ernie or Ernest or Bernie or Brian also? Okay. Okay, so I'm also hearing a keen eye. So like photography or like art or crafts. Like I've got a very keen eye. I know when like I'm looking at something. It's a little bit like when because I was a bricklayer and I built this house for many years. And it was all about let your eye be your guide, because it was a craft. Like building houses out of bricks and mortar and blocks and construction is all about level and plumb and God knows what else. So our saying on a building site was let your eye be your guide. Okay, so it might be a spiritual guide or something like that, right? But like I've got a very good eye for like photography, and there's only a certain amount of people that have a very good eye for, unless the person has one eye and they've only got one eye. Okay, so I don't know how that relates, but I've got one eye, but I've got a keen eye on someone. So that would be like Laura Felix again, that keeps coming up in my fucking readings. I have one eye and I'm stalking the shit out of someone here, okay, that has one eye. But then I'm also hearing like I have a keen eye for like photography or for construction. And I can tell if it's level, if it's right, and if it's wrong. I can just look at it once and I can say yes or no. Like it's very good. It's a piece of art. I can tell whether it's shit or whether it's good or something like that. And I have a very keen eye. Okay, that would mainly be for people that are photographers, and they can go out and they can look at something and think, right, that would be a perfect picture, or that would be a very good piece of art to be able to paint. And I go out and I get like a mental vision of something, and then I'm going to draw it. It's a little bit like this, me. I really do hope people don't start copying me. But like this, like I have a keen eye where I draw, I channel, and then I look, and then I'm like, oh, there's something in this drawing right here. So it could be people that do like photography, okay, photography. I have a very keen eye to know what it is, okay. I can look at something once and say whether that, you know, is going to be a picture or a painting that I'm going to actually draw there, okay. So there's a message for you. That's really about arts and crafts. I don't know what this message is that seems to be coming through for you, Leo, where it is about under the radar, like I can't be seen. It's a little bit like if you got kids and they go out with someone that you don't want them to go out with, and they have to sneak out the window in order to be able to do it, okay? Like I can't tell my parents that I am fucking talking to someone because they don't like the person, and I have to sneak them into the house and sneak them out of the house, okay? Because there seems to be a lot of like sneaky behaviour, and I'm definitely picking up where it'd be like a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian person that could be around. Not saying it's their fault or they're to blame. I'm just saying that there's this 7 of Swords type sort of feeling that is around of like, I'm trying to like get out of your way because I might be doing something that's urgent, but I can't tell you what it is. I'm going to like this, I don't know whether it's a conspiracy of someone or not. Okay, when I say not, you say Pisces or a life path 3, because it could be like, I want to go out and buy a Christmas present or a birthday present, and I don't want you around me because I'm buying something like that, right? And I don't want you to see what it is, so I'm having to like do it very fucking sneakily, so you don't find out the fact that I'm buying a gift. It doesn't have to be anything bad. You don't have to always look at that Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. It's just a fact that I'm picking it up that it could be around a car. Or like, and if it's coming from like the Pisces reading, that was all to do with like fucking crime and like something like that, then that was about having a car fixed, finding receipts, finding something, and all of this sort of stuff. Things that were stolen in the back of a car, credit card, went into that one. But this one seems to be like I'm trying to do it under the radar to not get caught out. Now, like I said, it could be something very general, Leo, of buying a person a large item or a gift, and you just don't want this person to know the fact that someone's bought them a birthday or Christmas present, right? If it be birthday, that would be like Sagittarian, right? Like I bought Sagittarius a birthday something, and I don't want them to know what I bought, right? So it's something like that. And it might be, like I said, you might have a Sagittarius brother or a sister or something, and they're always at your house, and you're kind of like, I don't want you to know the fact that I bought something. That's something that is there. And then for some of you, I'll be there, Michael Jackson. So Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Then some of you, Jen, there is something here that might be, that could well be like, I'm talking to another woman or another man, and I'm needing to not let you know that I'm talking to someone that I think that you might, you know, get paranoid, or I'm talking to someone, or if you've been in a third party and someone keeps leaving and coming back and whatnot, this sort of stuff, then, like I said, there's a message there of I'm having to do this under the radar and not get caught out the fact that I'm doing it, okay? Don't come to this channel if you don't want calling out on stuff like that, because I'm more than likely going to tell you or your partner here. So it's like, I don't want someone to know that I'm doing something, and I'm having to do it sneakily and quiet so someone doesn't know that I'm doing it, okay? So whatever that is going to, only you guys that may relate to that and think, I got a feeling or a suspicious feeling that I know what that is and who that is and what they do and blah, 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 okay? So there's that message. Any other messages before we finish off with... oh, wow, I just realised. Oh, I've got some pictures. Here we go. So someone that's got red hair and a beard, a Billy Goat's gruff. Someone's got like a big beard here, like a really big like goatee hair or goatee. They may not have red hair, but that's definitely like a face that is there, like punk rock hair sticking up and then like beard. Okay, so there's a face there. Now, I don't know if, like I said, if it is someone that has red hair or ginger hair and it's a guy, or if it's a girl, they wouldn't have a beard, but there's something here about maybe dyeing one's hair different colours, multiple colours, right? So Jason Donovan, so I'm picking up Jason, Julian, Jason, multicoloured coat. Okay, so someone might be buying you a coat or something for like birthday or Christmas, like a warm duffel jacket or a coat. Okay. What else have we got that's here, guys? I'm picking up someone that's like hunched back, that's got a problem with their back here. Okay, they spend a long time, a little bit like what I'm doing here, like, oh, like, right, and this is their back, and they've got like a hunchback of Notre Dame here, or Dharma. Jeff, my name is Jeffrey Dahmer, or Jeff. But like, hopefully it's not Jeffrey Dahmer, right? He's dead. But like, here, there is something where there might be a problem with someone's back. They keep arching their back over all the time like this and bending over, and it's brought this arch in someone's back, right? So unless you're going somewhere to like a, what do they call them, a chiropractor or something like that, where they kind of like crack your back, okay? It's what I'm, weird message, but it's kind of there for someone. I'm picking up like I'm hunched over all the time. Now I'm picking up on a runner because I've got like a leg here, okay, and someone that's like, on your marks, get set, go, and they do like athlete running or something, and they're on like a treadmill or something like that, and they do running for a living, and they just kind of like, on your marks, get set, and go, and they time themselves of when they're running, okay. So it could be anybody that's into like sports fanatic stuff. You could also be doing a lot of walking this time, like, because I'm also picking up someone that carries like a rucksack on their back. Like, they put things on their back and they kind of put all their shopping in it and whatnot, and then they walk home from work or something like that. But it relates to, like, having to put something on my back and then walk home. And I seem to be in a rush trying to get back home. Okay. That's why I'm picking up there for a lot of you. Anything else that is in the works here? I'm picking up silver hammer because I'm picking up this being a hammerhead here. So like tools, like hammers, and someone that works in construction or something like that. Or it could just be silver. You know, like silver's pussy, but like silver hammer. So this is kind of like a teapot also, but like a hammer, a claw hammer. Okay. Claw hammer. I don't know if that's going to relate to anybody. I'm also hearing MC hammer, so that would be MC, DJ, GJ, DG, something like that, some name or something. Okay. What else can I see here? This vision of this person keeps coming out here. It's like Jason Donovan, multicoloured coat. Could be like a. I'm kind of picking up on what was the film with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it? That was The Running Man. But the other one, the first one, okay, fucking Voodoo Magic Man. Well, that was the second one, actually. Begins with P, and they're a hieroglyphic person, and they're but yeah, like being able to pick up on infrared signals, like radars and infrared. Like, might be people that are scanning for copious amounts of ganja or something like that. Could be a helicopter overhead, so be careful here if it's illegal. Okay, because I'm picking up on like scamming or scanning something of infrared. Okay, infidelity also. So like there could be a third energy that's here, but that will come out in your tarot reading. What else am I getting here also for a lot of you? There was something that is there. That was it. Something to do with around blood. It might be like a lot of you could be seeing colours. Like you have a gift of being able to see auras, like people like Rita. Okay, but like auras, like I can see people's auras, blue and red. Okay, so that would be, well, also blue and red is also police. So the blues and twos. So something around Libra, the police force. You might work in like a police force or something where it involves going into an environment where there are criminals. Okay, where there are criminal acts. Now, if you want to know about how to catch someone, you need to go to my Pisces reading because that was full of fucking criminals. Because there was like this car being stolen and shit knows what else, right? So watch the Pisces reading if you're a part of the police force. But there could be the Air Force, because I'm picking up like Marines, okay, Air Force or police force or like MD, like doctors, hospitals. That's sort of like going for high degrees of like very intelligent, like a very good job, okay, that would work in the clinical health department or like police force, screw, what we call them here. If you work in you go and you're a guard, okay, and you're a guard, and then you have to work where there are a load of criminals and stuff like that, and you work in that kind of field is what I'm kind of picking up for a lot of you. I can't remember what it was that kind of set that message off for me. But this is, okay, so yeah, that was it, red, blues and twos. Okay, this is like a woo, woo, woo. So like ambulance services. There's a lot of people here that work in either health, mental health, or police force and stuff like that. But like I said, man, if you're coming from like the Piscean reading and there was like crime, physical crime, then this could be, like I said, this could be the police car here. This is a wheel here, and then a wheel. Steel as wheels, and this is kind of like the blues and twos that come on where someone gets pulled over. Okay, so be careful if you're like drinking or driving, or also maybe if you need anything done on your car is also what I'm picking up. Like if you have car problems, I've just literally got my car back. I've also just taken it up to my place. Very good. He's charging me half the amount of what they were going to charge me over in Peugeot. And I've got around 2 brake discs and brake pads on my front car. It's booked in for next Thursday. And then also a fan belt. But on my car, it was the wet belt on a Peugeot 3008 GTI sports fucking thing. Fortunately enough, Leo, I got it all for free. Because Peugeot said we'll cover the bill. Because it's a very major, it was going to cost me $1,500 to get this fucking car fixed. Sent it over. In Tuesday's time, he's phoning me back saying pretty much, okay, we know what the problem is. I phoned up Peugeot and they said, yeah, don't worry about it, we'll cover the costs. So they've basically changed all of my wet belt interior for oil and gone into my engine. £1,500 worth of fucking work, done it for free. Brilliant, Bob's your uncle. Luck does happen. But I do have to have other things like 2 brake discs and God knows what else put on. So for any of you guys that might have like Aquarian in your chart and you're watching 8, okay, and you've got something wrong like with your car, it might be where you're going to have it serviced and you're going to have it like lifted up onto a ledge, and it's something maybe to do with around your wheels here, because I'm picking up that these 2 here are wheels, okay? So it might be, like I said, but Pisces had steel as wheels, so that was still around crime, okay? But this one in here seems to be about having it fixed, okay? Or having to cover it up. Something like that, okay? What else have we got for you? There's the hammer energy there. There seems to be someone that has like very, like their hair is like that, like a cone head or something, or Ed, I don't know, but like a person here seems to be an outline of someone with like a cone head. So it might be someone that wears their hair up quite like big in a bun or something. Currant bun. I'm also hearing some of you might be eating cakes or currant buns or something, or Muns, the name Muns, Shelley, Michelle, Muns, anybody that's called Muns here. What else have we got? I don't know why I'm seeing like a donkey's head, like a 2 feet and like a lamb, like nah. Here, for some reason. That's a strange one there though, right? Here, there's like someone's head, spiky head and beard. So you or your partner might have like a big goatee hair, and they might have like quite a lot of hair, okay? Yeah, so that's what we've got for you for free. That is just entertainment purposes only. That is just me channeling as a psychic or whatever you label it as. Don't like labeling it, it's just what I do for a living. So there you go. There are messages that are outside of the realms of tarot. If you would like your tarot reading, there's 2 lots. One is free, and that will probably be tomorrow, and that will be what's in the tea and things to be aware of in your environment that seems to be showing up. There might be some more channeled messages, but I will clarify them and everything else. That will be free on YouTube tomorrow. But if you want to support me as an artiste and you want your weekly reading, I've finished them all now. I normally do all of the 12 star signs roughly before I start doing anything on YouTube. So if you see me having 2 or 3 days break, where are the readings? I'm going through all of the star signs and putting them out over on Patreon. So over on Patreon, you will find your weekly reading. That is going to be what's in the shadows, what is being hidden from you, any thoughts, feelings, emotions, any infidelity, any under the radar stuff, what are their intentions, what is the outcome, what are their thoughts, what are their feelings. And I clarify everything and I let you know roughly who that may or may not be doing something that you need to be aware of that's in the shadows, okay? Then also messages of closure, okay? All of that sort of stuff is over on Patreon. You can find it on the silver or the gold tier. Silver tier has all the monthlies and weeklies, and the gold tier has all of the monthlies, weeklies, but it has also the past, present and future teaching videos that I tell you about loads of different stuff, okay? So that's all over there, about numerology, astrology, channeling, scribing, fucking building businesses, educating your mind, using dopamine as a way to manifest things, and God knows what else we go over there. Addictions, codependency, how to get out of it, how to work on your mind and not think of things that are dark. How to do that, okay, the correct way, or the way I've done it, okay? So all that sort of stuff is below if you want to take a look. Thank you so much. Okay, Leo, I will see you tomorrow on your reading. And or over on Patreon now if you want it beforehand, and the one that will not come out tomorrow on here. But whatever is free on here, I will see you tomorrow.